All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadaz, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be, Shalom, Yasharala, Shalom. All right, so I'm going to be brief. I don't have any scriptures for you. I do have an article. What the Spirit was hitting when as I was listening to this. Because now that I think about it, now I'm not saying it was the same thing. I'm gonna most definitely have to go back and check because, I'm constantly looking at news all over the world. Now, people are starting to talk about this fog here in America. But if I'm correct, there was a thick fog that was somewhere. I don't remember because I remember seeing the article. The reason why I never brought it out, not the article, but the news clip, but the reason why I never brought it out, because they presented it like it was just fog. You know what I'm saying? Because, like the way it was presented, you would think it was, just some regular strange fog, all right? Which is basically a cloud on the earth. That's what you're experiencing when you experience real fog anyways. When you're experiencing fog, it's basically a cloud that's on the earth, okay? Now, I'm not saying that there's any kind of casualties or any hospitalizations or anything like that coming from what was said back east. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna definitely have to go and try to look back to see if there was any connection. If there is, it makes it even more interesting because it's not in America. It wasn't here first happening in Babylon. It's happening across seas first, if there's a connection. It's just that people are talking about it now because of, what's been happening as of late. But once again, I have to go and take the time later on, see if I can pull up, that old news, because this, been at least over a month, all right? Probably more than that, at least a month though, okay, where I was seeing, for several days, almost for like a week, about a so-called dense fog that was somewhere across seas back east. So we have to see and look into that. As far as this, I'm gonna play a little bit of the elders video where it says, "Oh my God, it's happening. Dior bags are real. Bethany Frankel was not lying." So if you don't know who Bethany Frankel is a TikToker chick who named it, you just go figure it out for yourself. But yeah, the flying things, okay? The flying thing talk is what she had, but her videos kept disappearing, so she named it Dior bags, all right, for these flying things, all right, that belong to the GOV''T, okay? And we're not talking about Christian Dior, all right, Louis Gucci, all right, purses, bags, heels. No, we're talking about flying things, all right, for, you, all right, I would just say slow bellies, all right, say it in a nice way, all right. We're talking about something more realistic, more serious here, and did some materialistic things, all right. I guess I'll play some of this, and I think I have that article on the side, so we'll see.
Terrorist in the country, and it's what they've been wanting all along. And I go back and rewatch that movie, The Siege. It gives away the agenda right then.
And speaking of movies, all right, because I have to go. I've seen The Siege before. I'm gonna have to go back and check out what the was talking about right now. Also popping up in my mind is the movie The Mist. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be some crazy creatures crawling out, that the government made to, as an experiment or whatever. But look at everything that's been going on as of late, all right? The chariots are there, all right? They're trying to lie about the chariots, all right? They got Blue Beam. They're trying to lie to you about alien invasion, all right? With movies like ID4. Not saying now because that movie's old, but, I mean, who knows what Esau's got? He got something planned, all right? Something big. And we don't know what it is, but, hey, may the Spirit of the Lord reveal those things. But yeah, but possibly one of those things is trying to fake some kind of alien invasion because they've already hyped your brains up for it. They've spent enough years making you believe in aliens that now when chariots are being seen, people actually think that they're aliens. They have no connection with the angels, right, whatsoever. They think of aliens, okay? And I don't know why randomly, but I mean, just think about that movie, The Mist, okay? I'm pretty sure most of y'all seen that movie. It's a pretty decent movie there, okay? A couple of little key things in that movie. All right. And once again, I'm not saying some crazy monsters are going to come out. We're going to get clouded by thick fog all over America and monsters are going to come out and get us. No. Just mentioning, different. Esau does things in his different movies, man. And there's certain lines, certain hand gestures that are not just done for theatrical value. All right. There's meaning. This man does things with a lot of meaning, a lot of purpose, man. And it goes over a lot of people's heads, man, because all they know is basketball, football, and rap, right? But anyways.
There, because eventually, after enough of these take place, they're going to bring in the military, and they're going to implement martial law. And we already know that, this is going to, give them reason to continue to enforce more surveillance technology. So you can be spied on, every single second. But anyway, while they're focused on that, you got a lot of people on TikTok, which is, it's another reason why they want to get rid of TikTok soon. People are sharing these different videos nationwide.
And I'm not on any of these platforms, but I know a lot of different things come out. Some brothers use it. And a lot of, little goodies come out from these, other platforms. The only thing I really use is YouTube. That's it. I'm not anywhere else up YouTube. So I really don't, a lot of things I don't catch, I don't pick up on. But,
how they're seeing these little strange sightings, and they're not talking about the actual chariots. They're talking about something else. Now, we know the scriptures tell us, let's say, should get evangelist when they're ignorant of his devices, and also to, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So, in these very cities and towns where you got this, thick trace of fog, people are saying that whatever's coming down is getting on their vehicles, and it's pretty thick. It's basically like film. You can actually draw on your windshield, all right, with that substance that's coming down on the vehicle, and that's the stuff that is being, inhaled, breathed in, and it's causing a lot of sickness. And this is part of the pestilences that the Lord warned about, all right, in which, just to quote Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, both prophesied against many countries and great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence. And this is, pestilences, even if it's man-made, even if it's, manufactured. All right, they're here. So people are speaking on this phenomenon where they're seeing these objects that are lighting up in the sky, in the midst of this fog, and some of them even look like birds flying. But you can tell that they're not actual birds because there's lights flashing under the bird or in the bird. So we know that's not a real bird. So what the hell is it? What you got on TikTok, they've been actually taking down and clipping videos that actually talks about DRONES. I'm going to just say that. All right, because they're starting to...
Which is going back to what I talked about, this lady here, Bethany Frankel, who was her original, title, D-word talk, okay? But she changed it to Dior bags talk, all right, to get her videos out from being taken down.
Find out that these things that are flying through the skies at night or early morning, there's substance that's being shot or that's actually being sprayed from objects. That's all I'm gonna say. And
now also I'm thinking about it, going back to another session we did. I think it was a video from Rumble where we spoke about supposedly, which it was more so, it was talking about the sea trails, right? So yeah, with the use of drone, because this was more back when it first happened. The I said it anyways, didn't I? The orbs pop up, which obviously was too long ago, but you know what I mean? Like when the orb first appeared and there was a lot of, questions and this about that, New Jersey, blah, 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 and all this and that, third thing. Okay, and it was shortly after that where we did a video, was mentioning that in a video when it talked about using those, I guess we'll say Dior bags, right? To spray sea trails, okay, in the air. Now, I'm not saying this is a link, simply just, hey, we're trying to see what links, what doesn't. All right, that's it. All right, because at the end of the day, only thing we can do is speculate and filter through the scriptures, which there's not much filtering to do here. All right, we know this is, as the elder was saying, part of the pestilence is because everything comes from the Lord, whether it be the right hand side or the left hand side, it comes from the Lord, because the Lord is controlling the left hand side, just like He's controlling the right hand side. He's giving the left hand side the ability to do certain things, carry certain things out, and He gave the right hand side a way, way, way more simple, charge. All right, do as commanded, and learn, grow, teach, and do what's right. All right, till that time comes, because we want to get salvation. But let's keep going.
Because they can't use that term on TikTok without getting their videos taken down. They have to speak in code now, just like how we had to a few years back when it came down to talk about those jump shots, those jabs. that we have to speak in code and use certain words, to represent, that particular thing, so that the YouTube algorithm don't, point you out for medical misinformation and strike you. So, we have to speak in code. So on TikTok, they have to do the exact same thing. So now the actual code word that they're using, they're calling it dire bags. All right. So if you don't know what a dire bag is, just go on TikTok and just type it in, and all kind of videos pops up. And this is the thing that they're talking about, while the mainstream media is focused on so-called terrorism. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna play this little clip right here, so you can see for yourself.
What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Mom, you see this?
No.
What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Mom, you see this?
No.
What the hell?
So you see, that's not no dang bird. All right. I mean, we know what flies that flashes at night. They're usually planes and that other technology. All right, which they can even make them as small as insects and use it to spy, use it for all type of purposes. All right. So these dire bags, people are saying that they're spotting them in the sky over the places where this mysterious fog is at. So, people can, use the term conspiracy theory, which, at this point, that term has been overused to dismiss, evil suspicions that are actually like reality, like they're true.
And when you think about Eve's technology, because I'm pretty sure they're pretty pissed about all these phones and stuff like that. Because the first thing, especially this generation, the first thing they do, they grab their phone. All right. Doesn't matter if it's a fight, it's whatever, something going on, they immediately just grab their phone. All right. Which they're always in it anyways. So E would very much like to just put his technology inside of you, and all these other devices going on. Where you have the glasses or the contact lens. Like if they give that to you, all right, there's going to be no need for really a cell phone. All right, so you're not just going to be out there just taking pictures of things, and that cuts out things like that. Not saying that's a like something they're aiming at, but it would cut out a lot of that. But we know he's not going to ultimately fulfill his enterprise anyways. Excuse me, because there's a lot of things he has planned. Right, he has a lot of things planned. He's going to get most of them off. All right. He's going to get a lot of licks off, all right, before, Yahushua comes and get his lick back, all right? But, and that is that time of trouble, man, Jacob's trouble. He's going to get a lot of licks off, man. And because we don't really care about the heathens, but you Israelites, man, that 2/3 out there, they're, extremely unprepared for, that Revelation 12:12 to come into effect.
And even the scriptures talk about the conspiracy of the wicked, all right? Psalm 64, and I'm going to read it in the NIV. And it says, "Hear me, my power." All right, this is a Psalm of David. "As I voice my complaint, protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from the plot of evildoers." And we know that this devil, he has an agenda, he has an objective that he desperately wants accomplished. He wants to reduce the world's population. All right, and he wants a full-on control.
And yeah, we just talked about a couple of those agendas the other day. All right.
To bring in this digital system in a one world government. All right, digital identity, a credit-based system. He wants to trace your carbon footprint. He wants to do all these different things, but he needs chaos in order to ensue. All right, and right now it's a lot of evils going on. Like it says in 2 Esdras 8:50, "Many great misery shall be done to them in the latter days that are in the world, because they have walked in great pride." And it's so much going on at once. All right. So, we're at that time, and right now, this is the perfect time to lean upon the names of the Lord, man. All right, to call upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now is the time to lean on that like no other time before, because we're coming into that evil.
Right, and we talk about that all the time in camp, man. All right, if you think Jesus is the way, he's not going to get you there. If you think Allah is the way, he's not going to get you there. Whatever else you may follow, you want, I don't know, because a lot of people do that. You want to stay in your little voodoo and your witchcraft and your sorcery and magic. Whatever it is that you follow, man, it's not going to get you there, man. Okay? We talk about the power of the universe. And not only that, we talk about the power of the universe and him in his full-on wrath, man. If you're not of that remnant, you won't survive. You will not make it, man. And I'm not saying like the whole just entire, because we know there's going to be, a new slave population and things of that nature. All right, but you know what I mean when I say we're not gonna make it. All right, we're just speaking, indirect, of the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble, man. All right, we want to be in the shadow of the wings of the Almighty, right? When He sends Yahweh Shah, or that Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. All right, there's gonna be those that took this for a joke and thought the Lord was on their time, and then when the time of trouble, the time of need comes, that's when they're gonna try to seek the Lord. That's when they're gonna try to cry out to the Lord, and He's not gonna hear them. Like, that's why we always bring out that Judges 10, all right, around 13, 14, all right, where it says, go and cry unto the gods that ye have chosen, all right, and let them deliver you, okay, in the times of your trouble. Because when you were out there doing New Year's and Christmas and Halloween and, doing birthdays and partying and having fun and shooting off fireworks at the 4th of July and all this other stuff, and the prophets have been out there, all right, day in, or maybe not day in, day out, but, week in and week out, okay, constantly, and you would just walk by and ignore them, but you didn't ignore the message to the party, though, all right? You went out there and had fun, or you thought it was all about building up your business or whatever, and so on and so forth. Whatever the case may be, you ignored the Lord, right, by way of His prophets, and when trouble comes, the Lord's going to ignore you, all right? Because, drop my phone, all right, because the Lord is not on our time, man, okay? In fact, He's not on any time at all, all right? Even though the scriptures say 1,000 years is one day with the Lord, but He's everlasting. So there's no time to, you got to think about a being who's all powerful and doesn't have to be under time. All right. I don't think I said that the best way I could. It makes me think about speaking of Esau's movie, I think it was the Batman Superman movie where Luthor was trying to make them fight each other. And this is the arrogance of Esau, because he really thinks like this. And what did Luthor say? He says, if God is all good, He can't be all powerful. And if He is all powerful, He can't be all good. And that is something that Esau is really trying to prove, man. He's trying to prove that the Lord is not both all powerful, which He isn't all good, because he does evil. But there's just reasons why, evil thing is carried out. But you get my point. He's trying to prove that the Lord is basically not the end all be all. And in his proving, or his attempt to prove that, he wants to set himself up in that place of position. You see? I guess I'll play some more of the video.
Day, that evil time. All right. And the scriptures say that the name of the Lord is as a strong tower. He that runneth to it.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because I haven't watched the whole video yet. I just quoted it, right? That's beautiful. Hey, the water Yahweh Shah. See, I just quoted that. You see?
It's safe. So, call upon those names, because the Lord, He hears and He delivers us from our troubles.
Yeah, like it says in Psalms 91, He shall give His angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. And when that Revelation 12:12 comes into effect, that's the way the Isaiah 59:19 comes in. So we need Revelation 12:12 in order to get that Isaiah 59:19. All right. If you haven't read that scripture, go and read it so you know what I'm talking about. All right.
So,
and when you do, look up that word standard.
Let me jump down now. It says, verse 5, it says, they encourage each other in evil plans. They talk about hiding their snares. They say, who will see it? They plot injustice and say, we have devised a perfect plan. Surely the human mind and heart are cunning. So Esau, he likes to play in the dark and act like he don't know what's going on, but he's going to get to the bottom of it and then come with some solution.
Yeah, throwing rocks and hiding his hands. He's good for that. All right, that fugitive and the vagabond. Okay, he threw the rock from the tree, but you looking around and who's around you? All right, looking in the bushes, everything. He way up there hiding the tree. All right.
When he's usually the hidden hand behind everything, so his devil was never to be trusted. Okay, so he's going to come down knowing that he had but a short time. So we're in the so-called third day of the so-called new year, and it's already so much going on all at once.
Right. And I forgot about bear with me real quick. I forgot about I had an article over here. Yeah, let me see what's in here real quick. If it's long, I'm not sure if we go through all of them. Move my button. So it says mysterious dense fog and ghost communities in U.S., Canada, and U.K. raising health concerns. All right. And once again, I said, Lord will, if I remember, Lord willing, I'm going to go and check out the dense fog that was going on way before it was talked about in America to see if there's any connection there. All right, because like I said, the way that it was presented over and over and over, it seems like it was just a dense fog or whatever, which it could just be. But now that this has come up, I'm gonna look back into that to see if there was any connection there. What was going on with that one? Because it didn't happen here in America first. If there's a connection, all right. It says so. The fog is impacting several U.S. states, including Texas, Wisconsin, Iowa, Florida, Minnesota, Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, Nebraska, Kansas, North Dakota, and Oklahoma. Some states have issued fog alerts. Residents across the U.S., Canada, and the U.K. are experiencing mysterious dense fog with a chemical-like odor causing health issues. The phenomena has led to speculation, including theories of chemical weapons or Dior bag links, right? But no official explanations have been provided yet. So residents across the United States, Canada, and UK have reported sightings of mysterious dense fog accompanied by a burning chemical-like smell. Videos posted online show fog enveloping several communities, sparking comparisons to similar events last year when thick fog affected over 70 million people in the U.S. and Mexico. The fog is impacting several U.S. states, including Texas, Wisconsin. We just read that. A Florida resident shared her experiences with Daily Mail, recounting how she fell ill after spending just 10 minutes at a gas station. Within about an hour, I kept sneezing over and over for 3 hours, and my eyes were really puffy, she said. She added that she felt feverish, warm, and experienced stomach cramps. And man, hey, Jacob's Trouble is going to be like way worse than, because we only get a little bit, all right? The most that we can get is when we go into Esdras, right? But even that is only a little bit compared to what the Lord really has planned, man. All right, for Jacob's Trouble. And Esau, when you're dealing with the left-hand side, this dude has spent years in his labs, man, in his LABs, okay? Just cooking up things, right? Stirring up his wicked ideas into fruition. And he has a lot of things that's out there that's known about, and he has a lot of things that are out there that are not known about, and those things that are known about are going to be used, and what's really going to catch off a bigger surprise is those things that have never been heard of, and he's going to use, all right, when he comes down with that 12:12, all right? Okay, that was it for the article. Okay, there's a little more. Social media users from Canada and the UK have shared similar videos, fueling speculation about the fog's origins. Some believe it could be a type of chemical weapon, while others link it to the unexplained D sightings that occurred in December. However, no official statements from authorities have been made regarding the fog's cause. There's a breaking news. People across the world are claiming that there's a poisonous fog in their area. This has been going on for the past few days. Initially, it was believed these reports were exclusive to America until ex-users across the globe began reporting the same. You see, this is why I say I'm going to go back and check out, what was it, like over a month ago almost.
In Manchester, we've had nothing but fog for 4 days now. 4 days in a row. Normally, just behind these buildings, I can see for miles out of my window, but I haven't been able to see past these buildings here, barely seeing this main road since the 23rd of December. It's now the 27th. And I know what fog is, and I've seen fog before, but I don't think ever in my life I have seen fog like this, like a blanket covering for 4 days in a row. And it's not even like it's disappeared and then come back. It's literally just been like this constantly since the 23rd of December. Is it just me, or is that not normal? I mean, if it wasn't for the lights there and the headlights, I probably wouldn't be able to see that road at all. Earlier on today, genuinely couldn't see a thing. I literally feel like I live in a Stephen King film. But yeah, it's pretty weird. Has anyone else ever seen this before? Has anyone else ever seen 4 days, even longer, of fog continuously? Get it in the comments, but yeah. I've never seen this before. What is going on?
Fucking conspiracy theories, but I am, and so this falls in line. What the fuck is this shit?
You see it?
I'm gonna turn my flashlight on.
What is this? This is not fog. It's not.
It's crazy. It looks like the little bugs that be at night. Man. Because they'll fly in a group. You might walk through a patch like, oh, because they fly together. And let's just be, you know, in this general area. Crazy, right? So, yeah. And that was what? He said that was Manchester. I got to go back. I definitely got to go back and find out where that other, you know, where that was, all right? Because, you know, there was something about a fog that was over some particular area, all right, for a while, all right? And that may be it, and maybe something different. We gotta go find out. I can't make any assumptions here. But, hey, it would definitely line up if, as I said before, if there's a connection. We just never brought it out because, you know, you see an article about fog, you're not thinking about that. But now, you know, when things hit Babylon, you notice how things always get spiraled out of hand, right? This is the greatest place of destruction, man, and deliverance. And we know this place is going down. On TikTok, one user from Florida captured a video of the dense fog, describing it as toxic. He remarked, the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks and the air tastes toxic. It is super weird. So they're ingesting this, right? And we know masks don't work. Thank you, Fauci. Another person on X, formerly Twitter, joked, did anybody have poisonous fog on their 2025 bingo cards? Apparently, there are reports of people saying this fog smells like burning plastic. As speculation grows, residents await answers from officials about this peculiar weather pattern. For now, the cause of the fog and its strange effects remain a mystery. Now, if it comes from Esau, we know where it comes from. All right? The HAARP. And that ain't no rap song. Okay? So, you jump back over here. I guess we'll go back to this video. See what else the elder's talking about. You got that wrap it up in a second here. Can I play it? Okay, here we go.
Once, you know, all these explosions, mass shootings, random shootings, plane crashes, you know, and it's just the timing of it all, you know, that gives it all away. Okay, so obviously something is going on, and you know we can't afford to be distracted, you know, and it is definitely not the time to get all cozy, and definitely not the time to lose faith, because the scriptures tell us that, you know, let me go to it. Let's go to Isaiah 33. Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, so, you know, wisdom and knowledge, being in the know, you know, understanding the times that we're in, and the Lord spoke of these things from the beginning.
Right, and having this being in the know is a gift, okay? it's definitely a gift to know exactly what's going on, even if we don't know the exact situation, being aware, all right? So like, oh, wait, this ain't right, looking into it. Okay, because the average person is not aware. All right, they're still thinking about having fun, man. I was driving. Was yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And well, I can't say a guy because I don't know. It wasn't no people outside. Well, so we'll just say these people. They still had like a, I don't know how you, almost like a poncho. It wasn't really a poncho, but just trying to describe a little fake garment or whatever. It was all black with a skeleton sitting on their porch, on their not the rocket chair, but a swing set. You know, the swing be hanging from, you know, the chains. All right, still sitting on the porch from way back from Halloween. All right. Hey, these people are going through, man. People have still got their Christmas decorations up. Okay. And just one thing that surprised me though, because usually around like the 4th of July time and the New Year's time, you know, there'll still be people firing off firecrackers, you know, a day or two afterwards, and that's not happening now. But, you know, the mirth is slowly leaving this land, man. And that's the Lord working, man. He's taking the joy and laughter out of this place. But Esau is trying to combat that on the left-hand side by giving you bread and circus, all right? Giving you things to look to and look forward to and ways to have fun. At the same time, behind closed doors, he's actually working in the shadows to take those things from you, all right? Because he wants you to, just crumble, all right? And beg him for help, okay? Never look towards the Lord, but beg him for help, all right? But hey, he is the Lord's sword, as the scriptures say, all right? Deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword, okay? And he's the sword and the hammer of the whole earth, not just the Israelites, of the whole entire earth, all right? And this man has to be taken out of the way. I'll play a few more. We'll play a couple more minutes before I shut it down.
It's supposed to give you a bit of comfort, knowing that the Lord already assured that these things would happen, but at least, we have that sure word of prophecy. So it's not going to take us by the element of surprise. All right, let's get First Thessalonians.
Is that 5 and 3 is going to? Yep.
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. You are the children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober."
All right. And at the end of the day, the scriptures talk about in Amos chapter 8, verse 11 and 12, there's going to be a famine on the land. All right. Not a famine of bread or thirst for water, but of hearing the words, man. Okay. There's going to be a drought of the truth. Okay. So a drought of understanding, and everybody's troubles and their worries, these things are going to hit them full force. Okay. Like the Ghostbusters movie, right? I think we talked about that the other day. Ghostbusters movie, when they were fighting the thing, I forgot the thing's name. Okay, and he says, whatever you think of, is how it's going to destroy you. And that's, the Lord's going to do. He did it. He played the Egyptians, man. Wisdom of Solomon 17. We might talk about it, Lord willing. We make it there at camp, all right? This weekend, man. Going to a little bit of that. I mean, we'll see where the Spirit takes us. But yeah, man. Hey, just like he played the Egyptians, he's going to plague Babylon the Great as well as the whole entire planet before, that great and dreadful day of the Lord, all right, and that deliverance come, okay? And people's worst fears, their worst nightmares, things that they never thought would happen, or things that they were so afraid to happen, all those things are going to happen, man, okay? And the Lord's going to do them bad, all right? He's going to do them worse, as a matter of fact. So, we just got to keep praying, keep fasting, and, stay the course, all right? Patience, faith, all right? Prayer. We know the basic regimen, all right? But yeah, the devil's got something cooked up on the left-hand side, and and we hope he does. We really hope he does, because we want to get out of here, man. Sooner, man, can't even imagine, man. Hey, him to see the downfall of his enemy. All right, we're ready to see this place go down, man. Because what the kingdom of heaven is going to be, it's going to be like we woke up from a dream, man. But we'll shut it down here. If you want to finish watching this video, you can subscribe here. GMS Vegas Sit Downs 144K. Right, subscribe me, edify. But we're going to end here. Lord will you edify. Shalom.